experience and integrity qualify them to ensure fair play, accurate scoring, and proper conduct in tonight's game. They are Keith Shadowitz, Rodney Lowry, and Robert Newkirk. Your scorekeeper is William Elliott. And now, let's meet tonight's starting five. First up, for the DCA Wildcats. Number 4, Kirsty Warden. Number 14, Maria Frazier. Number 20, Sydney Willis. Number 21, Anna Schrum. Number 44, Hannah Anderson. And now, your starting lineups for your USN Tigers. At guard, the freshman, number 11, Sydney Neal. At guard, the sophomore, number 22, Jordan Sheets. At 4, the senior, number 13, Mary Sophia Rack. At guard, the sophomore, number 24, Brooke Burgess. And at forward, a junior, number 25, Amara Payne. Your coaches for the Wildcats are Coach Bill Winfrey, Amy Venata, and Mike Loftus. Head coach for USN is Dee Davis. Assistant coaches, Anita Pope and Michelle Booker.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Sperling Gymnasium for another evening of Tiger basketball. I'm Justin Fitzpatrick, very pleased this evening to be joined by beloved USN senior, Mr. Jackson Joffe.
Great to be here, Dr. Fitz. Great to be back for some Tiger basketball on a beautiful Thursday night.
The Tigers this evening face the Wildcats of DCA. They are in the royal blue with white letters. Tigers in the white with the Columbia blue lettering. Amara to jump it up against Willis for DCA, and the Wildcats secure the opening tip. Sydney Neal gets the start tonight with Olivia Dossett not dressing for tonight's game. She's playing very fine defense, and the Tigers nearly get a turnover, and they do. It's out of bounds to USN. Only 9 Tigers have dressed tonight. We see Sydney getting a start, as is Jordan Sheets. Brooke handling the point guard duties. Gets it over to Sydney. Up high to Sheets. Amara looking to establish herself in the post. Standing at the high post now. Sets a high screen for Brooke. Brooke looks to drive. Kicks it out to Sheets. She's well defended. Amara surveys the floor. Gets it to Sydney. And Sydney threw it too high for Sheets. It's a turnover for USN, back-to-back turnovers for each team on their opening possession.
Yeah, you know, a missed pass there, but I liked what the Tigers were doing on offense by trying to pass the ball around and not heaving up a bad shot. They wanted the shot that was good, that was calculated, and I think that's the way they need to go tonight.
Good hands there from Sydney Neal to deflect it out of bounds. The Wildcats retain possession. Fraser throws it in to Schrum. Back to Fraser. Willis looking to post. Amara has her defended, and it's another turnover. Sheets comes away with it. She outlets to Brooke. Here come the Tigers the other way. Brooke pushing the tempo now. Looks to find Amara in the post. She does. Little backdoor play, but the passing lane wasn't there. Schrum intercepted. She can't quite get the handle. Nice little fast break. Little 3-on-2, well executed by DCA. Always a well-coached team. And the Wildcats have the first blood of tonight and a 2-0 lead. Brooke dribbling left. Now Reich in the post. Little left-hander is off the mark. Rebound Schrum. Here come the Wildcats the other way. Schrum throws in the corner to Anderson. Anderson tries a three. Good.
Hannah Anderson for 3.
So DCA leads it 5-0. 6 minutes left in the first quarter. Sydney with the ball, gets by her defender, puts up a bank shot, good. So the freshman opens the scoring this evening for USN. Their deficit is 5-2. They get it into Willis in the post. She's tied up by Amara. Jump ball, and the Tigers will have it. Tigers get it back, trailing 5-2. Mary Sophia throws it into Brooke. And here come the Tigers. Sydney lobs it into Amara, working against Willis. Throws it up with the right hand. It rolls in. So the Tigers looking to get it down low tonight, Jackson.
They are, and really that's the move, because you've got a nice size matchup with Amara Payne down low. This DCA team is not that big, so I think getting it down low to Amara Payne is one way you can get some relatively easy points on each possession down the court.
She's been a very consistent weapon for the Tigers on offense all season. Sydney Neal gathered a loose ball there and was fouled. So the Tigers have scored 4 unanswered here, and they have the ball back, trailing 5-4 with 5:15 and counting left in the first quarter. Brooke driving to the basket, gets there, blocked by Willis. Coach D screaming for the Tigers to get back. But DCA doesn't have the numbers. Anderson with a pull-up off to the left, no good. Gets her own rebound. Gets it back to Schrum up at the point. Schrum to Warden. Warden to Willis. Nice defense for the Tigers, but quick ball moving for DCA. Baseline jumper's no good. Schrum gets the rebound. Throws it out to the corner to Fraser. Fraser Anderson back to Fraser. She tries a 3 well short, but they don't get the box out, and nearly an and one there for Warden. Foul's going to be on Sheets. DCA had 3 players near the basket there with an opportunity to rebound, and the Tigers only had 2 of them boxed out.
And you know, Dr. Fitz, I didn't like what I saw from the Tigers defense right there. They failed to box out. DCA got 2 straight offensive rebounds, and they got some wide open shots too. So going forward, I'm thinking that you need to play more man-to-man, tight defense on a DCA team, because eventually they're going to start hitting some shots.
Tigers coming back the other way. Reich looking to get to the basket. It's poked away from behind by Warden. The Tigers will keep it. 6-4 DCA. 4:23 remaining now in the first. Burgess looks to get it in, gets it into Amara. One dribble, kicks it out to Sheets. Sheets launches a 3, too strong. Mary Sophia with the offensive rebound, can't put it back in. She gets another rebound, tries again, she's fouled. Fouls on Willis, her first of the evening. Coach D calls to Amara to give her some personalized instructions. Mary Sophia's first free throw is good, cutting the USN deficit to 1 at 6-5. Reich will try another. Rims out, but Burgess nearly had the rebound. The ball came loose for a moment and it went off of her foot out of bounds. So the Wildcats get it back with a 6-5 lead. Fraser up to Schrum up at the top. Schrum dribbles left. Tigers have it all very well defended. Skip pass to Schrum again. She goes back the other way to Fraser. Willis looking to post. Amara has good defense. Looks like the Tigers are in a zone here. Fraser tries a 3, no good again. They've had some good looks from the wings, but haven't knocked him down. Turnover gives it back to USN. Burgess fires it forward to Sydney Neal, and she knocks down a long 2. That gives USN their first lead of the evening at 7-6. Schrum with the ball, top of the circle, gets it over to Fraser. One dribble to the left, back to Schrum. Keeps it going, now they get it down to Willis. She's deep. Mary Sophia with good defense, got a hand on that one. Rebound Warden, kicks it out to Willis. Willis tries a running one-hander, she's fouled by Reich. That was a bit of a bailout there. I don't think she had a great chance to make that shot. But she'll go to the line and shoot 2.
No No, she didn't. And one thing I'm noticing with the Tigers again is that the guards are trying to run in transition, and as a result, DCA's guards are getting some offensive rebounds. They have about 4 people down in the paint to get offensive rebounds, whereas USN is looking to run in transition.
Substitutions being made for both teams.
3 subs for DCA. 1 for USN. Courtney Rabb checks in for Jordan Sheets. Second free throw on the way from Willis, and it is no good. So she's 0 for 2 from the line. USN retains a 1-point lead at 7-6. Burgess to Payne, 15-footer short. Reich fights for the rebound, and she committed a foul. That's a tough foul.
Yeah, I didn't agree with that call right there. I don't really think Mary Sophia made much contact with the Wildcat player right there.
Mary Sophia Wright charged with her second.
It is her second in the first quarter. So that's going to be tough for the Tigers, who are already shorthanded tonight. Only 9 girls have dressed for tonight's game. Smith throws it over to Benke. She throws it up to Gaber. Now down the post to the Hill. A little backdoor play to Warden. She laid it in. Nice play there. Good passing out of the high post. Got an easy basket. DCA regains the lead at 8-7. Here's Courtney Rabb. Gets it up to the top to Sydney. Sydney's thinking about a shot. Now passes it over to Brooke. Brooke tries a 3. Banks it in. First 3-pointer of the night for the Tigers. And they now lead it 10-8. Nearly a turnover. It's saved. It is a turnover. Sydney's got it. Sydney attacks the basket, and she travels. DCA got a hand on that one. And it forced Sydney to commit a travel. Coach Davis calls for time. It'll be a 30-second timeout with USN leading 10-8 and 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the first quarter. A lot of turnovers by both teams thus far, Jackson.
Yeah, you know, and it's a pretty even matchup. You're talking about, first of all, a 2-point game. Second of all, both teams are making mistakes on offense. Both teams are surrendering offensive rebounds. And both teams have failed to hit any outside shots, save for that Brooke Burgess bank that we saw right there. So if I'm looking for one team to pull away, it's hitting those outside shots, but also limiting the turnovers, because you can't win a basketball game when you're committing a turnover every 2 possessions.
You can't give your opponent extra possessions, and the easiest ways to do it, of course, are turnovers and giving up offensive rebounds. And we've seen some of both on both sides thus far this evening. Ball comes out of bounds, and it's off of Gaber of DCA. Official saw it just right, and the Tigers get it back. 1:54 left in the first quarter. USN leading by 2, 10-8. Wildcats in a zone, a very clearly punctuated 2-3 zone. Brooke calls out the offense. Goes left, looks for a high screen from Amara. She's got one. Sydney in the corner. Sydney tries a 3, too strong. Amara gets the rebound, puts it back up, can't get it. Mehasagi was fouled from behind. Fouls on Warden.
Shooting foul is called on Donaldson Christian Academy.
Good position there by USN. DCA got caught there, kind of looking up for the rebound instead of boxing out. Something that has plagued USN early in this game.
Well, and you'll notice the DCA looks to try to remedy that. They brought in number 50, Paige Hill, who has a lot of height off the bench, so they're clearly looking for some more rebounding strength on both the offensive and the defensive end.
Neha's 1 for 2 from the foul line, and USN extends its lead to 11-8 with a minute and a half remaining in the first half. Tigers now showing a press. The Wildcats can't break it. We've got a 3-on-2 the other way. Amara bounce pass to Courtney. Courtney out to Brooke. Brooke tries another 3. Off the back iron, no good. Hill the rebound. She's fouled by Neha. A lot of fouls in the backcourt here. Those are cheap ones. They got Amara with that one.
Substitution being made for the Wildcats. Hannah Anderson entering the ballgame.
It'll be Benke to throw it in for DCA. She throws it into Anderson. Anderson brings it forward. Gets it back to Gaber. Gaber to Hill in the high post. Amara goes for a steal. Can't quite get it. Knocked it free for a second, but DCA got it back. Over to Warden. Warden now back to Gaber. DCA resets. They get it to Hill in the high post. She looks to pass it down low. No one is there. Gaber kicks it out. Benke with a 20-footer, good. Nice little baseline jumper there, and USN's lead is reduced to 1 at 11-10. Courtney with a little spin dribble to the left, trying to find Amara. No good passing lane there. Sydney launches a 3. Good! That was a beautiful 3-point basket there for the Tigers, and their lead is their largest of the evening at 14-10. Warden tries a shot from the elbow, no good. Amara fights for the rebound. It's knocked out of bounds. Off Amara. So the Wildcats keep it with 20.2 remaining in the first quarter. Anderson to throw it in. She gets it over to the baseline. Up high to Warden. Back to the inbounder, Anderson. She throws it out to Smith, and the Wildcats reset. Courtney playing excellent defense. We're down to 8 seconds. Anderson trying to work on Neha. The Tigers switch. Courtney nearly with a steal. Ball's loose on the floor. It's tied up. Wildcats will keep it with a mere 2.5 seconds left in the quarter. Can they get a shot away? It'll be Warden to throw it in. They throw it into the baseline. Launch a 3. It's off the side of the backboard. No good.
That's the end of the first quarter.
And with that, the first 8 minutes here have come to a close. The score, USN 14, DCA 10. As we prepare to start the second quarter, we in USN Broadcasting would like to thank one of our sponsors, Gertner & Company. You've seen their signs all around Nashville. That's because they're the best in the business. We certainly appreciate their support of USN Broadcasting, and we hope that you will support them with any of your real estate or property management needs. Gertner & Company, excellence in property management since 1968. Jackson, your thoughts on a good first quarter for the Tigers?
Yeah, it ended well for the Tigers there. They had that three-pointer by Sydney Neal to push their lead up to 4. And I've also liked what I've been seeing on the defensive end. After that timeout, they've limited DCA, and I think, again, the main thing that USN needs to worry about here is boxing out on those defensive rebounds. If DCA is getting consistent offensive rebounds, they're going to have more opportunities to put points on the board. And again, they're also leaving some DCA shooters open for some wide-open jump shots. We saw a player convert, and if that continues, if they continue to convert those shots, then we could see DCA take the lead.
I believe we're seeing a 1-3-1 look here. Brooke tries a pull-up from the elbow. It's no good. DCA has the rebound, and they come back the other way with Anderson. Anderson over to Fraser. She gets it up high to Smith. Sydney playing great defense. Brooke goes for a steal. She's got it. 2-on-2. Brooke has the lead. Can she finish the layup? No, but she's fouled from behind. That'll send Brooke to the line. Tigers will look to extend their lead to 6. They currently lead by 4 at 14-10. 7.5 now remaining in the first half.
We'll take credit for the foul. Her first personal. Team 4.
Brooke with the classic high spin. Lets it go. Short. Teammates try to pump her up a little bit. She gets the ball back from the official. A spin, 2 low dribbles, a high spin. She lets it go. It topples in. So USN's lead is 5. Tigers a little late to set up the press there, but they're still in it. Can they get a steal? No, the Wildcats break it in very nicely. Skip pass to Anderson, knocked out of bounds by Amara. Nice play there. The cheerleaders were not ready for the incoming basketball, and they dodged it somewhat awkwardly, but effectively. And now DCA throws it in. Anderson tries a 3. No good. Sydney Neal has the rebound. She tried to pass it forward. She threw it right into the back of the head of Fraser. The Wildcats have it back. Long 2 from Anderson. No good. Sydney has the rebound. She outlets to Brooke just in the nick of time. Amara's leading the field. She tries to get to the basket. Nice little Euro step there. She scores. And she's fouled. USN is on a tremendous run. They've scored the last 6, and they've got a chance to make it 7.
That was nice there. Amara Payne planted and then got around the defense. Nice finish and the foul.
Something easy to overlook is how good Amara's footwork is in the post. She's really an excellent player down there and does all the little things very well. Her free throw is short, and the USN lead remains 7 at 17-10. Gaber brings it forward for DCA. Courtney's right on her. They get it to Willis up at the high post. She looks for Gaber. Classic DCA basketball right there. But they lost it off a deflection out of bounds. And they'll retain possession.
And Dr. Fitz, you'll notice the cheerleaders are actually short-handed today. A lot of their members missing due to another event occurring tonight, Scene Night.
Tremendous block by Mary Sophia, but it's going to be her third foul.
Shooting foul call against USN.
Didn't look like a lot of contact right there, but the official saw a foul. And unfortunately, I believe Mary Sophia is going to have to sit for a little while. Although the Tigers don't yet have anyone at the scorer's table.
Yeah, 3 fouls is going to hurt you, especially when it's one of your starters who practically plays the whole game. So if you're thinking the Tigers, who already have kind of a diminished bench with some of their usual players not dressing tonight, you got to be thinking you want to limit the fouls. You can't have anybody foul out or you're going to be seriously damaged when it comes to the fourth quarter.
Mary Sophia remains in the game with the 3 fouls. Amara has it in the high post, tries a backdoor pass to Courtney. The pass does eventually get there. Courtney tries to throw it back to Amara. Pass is a little low. She picks it up, and she travels. So it's a USN turnover. DCA has it back, trailing 17-11. Tigers can't get the press set up. DCA advances quickly into the front court. Nearly a travel. Yes, it was in fact a travel. Dragged her pivot foot, and the Tigers have it back. Mary Sophia looks to throw it in. She gets it to Brooke, and the Tigers advance into the front court. DCA has switched it again now in a man-to-man defense, I believe. Coach D calls out the offense. Brooke echoes her commands to the players. And the offense is set into motion. She looks for a high screen from Mary Sophia. Defender comes over it. Mary Sophia receives a bullet pass from Amara. Gets it out to Sydney. Down low to Amara again. Can't quite handle it. Gets it back. Dribbles out. Now is going to try from 18 feet. Spins out. Mary Sophia has the rebound. Turnaround left hand. No good. Rebound is batted out of bounds, and the Wildcats will have it.
Substitutions being made for USN.
Amara comes to the bench for USN. Mary Sophia still remains in with the 3 fouls. 5:37 remaining in the first half, and USN leading 17-11. Tigers in something of a press here. Gaber brings it forward. Sprinting to the basket against Courtney. Got a half step and score. Nice attack there from Gaber. That cuts USN's lead to 4, 17-13. Brooke attacks the basket, throws it up, and it just doesn't fall. Willis the rebound. Here come the Wildcats. Courtney looking to cause a little bit of trouble. She does, but the Wildcats keep it. Here's Fraser throwing it over to Anderson. Anderson to Willis in the high post, working against Mary Sophia. Dabney's there to help. Tigers take it away, 2-on-1. Mary Sophia going all the way herself, lays it up, no good. Blocked a little bit by Warden. She got a piece of it. Here comes DCA. Anderson pull up 12-footer, good. Coach Davis not happy right now. USN's lead is reduced to 2, 17-15. It's 5 unanswered now for DCA. Sheets hustles over to the scorer's table. She'll check in at the next stoppage. Brooke comes over to the right. Dabney runs around the perimeter. Over to Maggie Goodson. Maggie back to Mary Sophia. She's attacking. Kicks it out to Maggie. Maggie with an 18-footer. No good. Rebound is loose. Fraser has it. She gets it over to Gaber. Tigers hustle back. Gaber calls out the offense. Crosses half court. Warden down to Willis again. Turnaround 15-footer, no good. Mary Sophia has the rebound. One dribble in and outlet to Courtney. Dabney drifts over to the corner. Courtney drops it off to Brooke. Brooke calls the play out. Gets a high screen from Maggie. It's a moving screen. It's the right call. She was moving all the way.
And you know, I don't think the Tigers have really deviated much from what they've been doing on offense that they did in the first quarter. What's different is on defense, they're allowing DCA is converting on these shots that the Tigers are allowing them to have. They didn't do that in the first quarter. DCA missed a lot of open shots, but now DCA has made a somewhat medium-sized run right here to cut the deficit to 2.
Gaber throws it to Hill. Hill looks to get it out to Anderson. She does. Sheets is on her. Back to Fraser with Sydney Neal defending. Over to Warden. Warden throws it back to Gaber. Wildcats reset. Dabney's right out there playing defense all the way. Anderson has it. No opportunities here for the Wildcats. They're struggling. Now Fraser attacks the basket, gets around a screen. That was a nice screen, but she couldn't convert. Ball's loose. Hill has it. Kicks it out to Anderson. Anderson wouldn't dribble with a 3. No good. Maggie has the rebound. She looks to outlet to Mary Sophia. Mary Sophia's got it. She slows it down and gets it back to Sydney. Tigers set up in the half court. They lead by 2, 17-15. 2:45 left in the first half. Skip pass to Sydney. High post, Mary Sophia kicks it out to Maggie. 10-footer, no good. Mary Sophia goes to the floor. Bank shot is good, tying the score. The official calls for time.
USN.
Yeah, Mary Sophia fell down there. I'm not really sure how it happened. She may have just tripped. But one thing that I think is a curious coaching decision is keeping Mary Sophia in the game. She's got 3 fouls. She's your biggest player on the court, so the number 1 rim protector, and thus the most likely player to draw fouls when you're talking about on the defensive side. And she's obviously one of the players who plays the whole game, an integral part of both their offense and defense. So if I were Coach Davis, which I am not, but if I were Coach Davis, I would consider resting Mary Sophia, especially after that tumble, which did not look comfortable.
Well, we certainly know there's no one tougher than Mary Sophia Reich. She has battled through many hurts and many injuries in her time at USN. Got great heart. She remains on the floor. Tigers now with their bigger lineup with Mary Sophia and Amara both in the game. Mary Sophia gets an offensive rebound there. Over to Dabney. She tries a 3. It's long, but Amara gathers it. She's fouled by Hill. So Amara will go to the line with a chance to give USN the lead back. Score is currently tied at 17.
I didn't love that shot selection there. It was contested, but a nice kind of rebound and box out by Amara Payne to get the free throws, the opportunity for 2.
She's a tremendous force on the interior and has really been excellent for the Tigers there all season. She knocks down the first free throw, and USN leads by 1. 3 dribbles, 2 spins, a knee bend, and another point for USN. They lead at 19-17. Clock running with 2:05 left in the first half. Tigers in the 2-2-1 press. They're trying to get a half-court trap. They can't do it. DCA breaks it. Sydney Neal with a block. Very nice block there on Zapton, who sees her first action of the evening. DCA resets. Anderson to throw it in. Looking for Hill. Tigers have her defended. Back to Anderson. Anderson puts it on the floor. Throws it over to Schrum. Now down low to Zapton again, working against Amara. Nothing there. Hill kicks it out to Anderson. Anderson throws it back to Schrum. Sydney's right on her. Throws it to Zapton in the high post. Skip past the opposite corner to Anderson. Anderson a couple dribbles to the left. Now over to Fraser. Hill at the high post, threw it straight out of bounds. Was it saved? No. Nearly saved by Zapton, but she couldn't get it. And the Tigers have it back with a 2-point lead and 1:28 left in the first half.
And there was no breathing room for DCA on offense on that possession. USN's defense was impeccable. The perfect pass had to be made, and it just couldn't happen for the Wildcats.
Sydney Neal, 1 dribble in, kicks it out to Brooke. A little bit of confusion up high now, but the Tigers have it. We're down to a minute. Brooke fakes a 3, gets it down low to Amara. Amara gets a step, can't quite finish. Amara gets it back, 1 dribble, and she's fouled. Great hustle down there from Amara.
I also like that hesitation by Brooke Burgess. She has an open three, but knows that Amara Payne is open and probably has a better shot at those 2 points. Makes that pass in the last second and gets her to the line for 2.
Amara converts another free throw. USN's lead is now restored to 3 points. 20-17 in favor of the Tigers. Amara gets the ball back. Second free throw is good as well. USN leads by 4, 21-17.
Also checking in for USN is number 5.
Tigers remain in the press, 2-2-1. Anderson looks to bring it forward. Amara's got her hands on it. Ball's loose on the floor. Anderson tries to pick it up. She's tied up by Brooke. Tremendous job by Brooke Burgess there. Amara set it into motion with the deflection, and then Brooke was able to tie her up. Wildcats will retain possession. Anderson to throw it in. Gets it up high to Gaber. Neha Sagi out defending her. Dribbles to her right. Step back 3. Short. And it is saved by Willis. DCA gets it back. Tigers got out hustled right there. Gaber attacks the basket. No good. Amara gathers the rebound. Steps through a double team. Outlets to Burgess. Burgess pushes now, spins back out. Looks like the Tigers will play for the last shot. 15 seconds and counting. High screen from Amara. Sydney Neal in the corner, attacks the baseline. Ball's loose, gets it, throws it in the corner to Sheets. Sheets out to Amara. Amara puts it on the floor, 3 seconds. Brooke launches a 3, no good. And with that, the first half comes to a close. The score, USN 21, DCA 17. Very close first half action. I'm sure it's going to be an excellent second half. Jackson, what were you going to be looking for in the second half?
Well, you know, in a close game like this, turnovers matter. Again, you're talking about a 2-possession game, 2 possessions, you're losing on 2 turnovers, and that could really be the difference in this game. The Tigers, though, need to be hustling on defense. Now, they have done it for a good portion of this game, but specifically on that last play where it appeared they gave up on defense, they thought the ball was going out of bounds, then the DCA player made a great play on the ball to get it back in, and then they were bailed out by the missed layup. But I'm just thinking going forward, the team that plays the hardest is going to come out with a win in a gritty, close, low-scoring, relatively matchup against the Wildcats.
2 closely matched and well-coached teams. It's going to be an excellent second half, no doubt about that. We're going to take a break. We'll be back in 9 minutes with the second half of tonight's girls' game. Welcome back to Sperling, where we're getting ready for the second half of basketball. Both teams and the officials have resumed their place on the floor. We're just about ready to get it underway. Now Mary Sophia has it. Throws it into Brooke in the backcourt. And the Tigers get their first half-court possession of the second half underway. Amara comes free underneath, tries a reverse left-hand layup. That was a thing of beauty there. Tough finish as she crossed under the basket. It's nearly a steal off of Brooke. But it goes out of bounds, and the Wildcats keep it. Tigers remain in the pressure. Looks like a full-court man-to-man set here. Sydney Neal defends Schrum. Good defense. Get it over to Anderson. Anderson looks to skip it. No one is free. Anderson threw it too high for the tall Willis, a tall order. And it's out of bounds. The Tigers get it back.
And you know, I love what I'm seeing from the Tigers coming out of the break. They get the quick 2 points. Brooke almost gets the steal, and then they force an error on DCA's part. If you can maintain momentum and get on a big run, that could be the difference. And it could be an insurmountable lead that DCA could not be able to overcome.
Tigers lead at 23-17, and they have the ball. Amara's got it in the post again. She attacks, blocked by Willis.
I thought that may have been a foul there. It looked to be a little contact.
I believe Amara would agree with you. She didn't seem too happy with it. But in any case, the Wildcats have it back. Now on the other end, Willis looking to post up. Amara has her tied up, and it's a travel. Excellent defense by Amara on that one, forcing the turnover. Tigers get it back. Quickly forward to Sydney. She attacks to the right, but loses it out of bounds. They say it's deflected, so the Tigers will keep it. Tigers get into place. Brooke prepares to receive the ball from the official. She does. Amara spins to her left, gets the inbounds pass, and is fouled. So it's an early foul on the Wildcats. Foul's on Anderson. And Brooke will throw it in again. Amara's got it. Hand off to Brooke. Brooke comes around a high screen for Mary Sophia. Now dribbles out. Sydney's open. Sydney tries a 3 from the elbow. No good. Courtney has the rebound. Mary Sophia had a layup. Courtney didn't see her. She had her back to her. Mary Sophia now tries with the left hand. It's good. Courtney's got a steal. Oh, I think it was off of DCA, but they didn't see it that way.
Yeah, I did not agree with that call. It looked like it went off the DCA player's hands. Kind of a blatant call right there. Unsure of what the ref is thinking.
DCA does a nice job breaking the press here. They got a 2-on-1. Amara steps up and stops the ball very nicely. But the rebound came free and back to DCA. And Amara committed a foul after the offensive rebound. Her second of the night. DCA will try to cut into the USN deficit. The first free throw is no good. USN's lead remains 25-17 with 6:24 remaining in the third quarter. Schrum's free throw is no good again. Mary Sophia has a nice box out and a nice rebound. Here come the Tigers. Mary Sophia moving with great haste. Ball is poked away briefly. That slows things down a bit. Tigers reset. Brooke with the ball, 40 feet from the basket. High screen from Amara. Gets it over to Sydney. Sydney throws it to Courtney. Courtney goes left, down low to Amara. The pass is a little too hot to handle, and it's out of bounds. The officials disagreed briefly over whose ball it should be, but the Tigers will keep it.
To be honest, I thought that may have been on Amara.
It was a very close call, nearly a simultaneous touch. I didn't get a good look at it myself. Sydney's wide open in the corner. She launches a 3. It's too strong. Rebound comes loose, and Gaber has it for DCA. She brings it into the front court, tries to cross Courtney over, now throws it over to Anderson. Anderson looks back to Gaber. Gaber's got it, throws it to Willis at the high post. Willis looking to drive. Pulls up, can't get a shot off, drops it off for Warden. And the ball falls out of bounds, and the Tigers will keep it. Their lead is 8.
And through the 5-minute mark, here in the third quarter, DCA is scoreless. And that's one thing where I point to the Tigers. They've raced out. They've played some hard defense and executed on offense with some mistakes, but granted, it's not going to be perfect every time on offense. But more importantly, on defense, they've limited DCA and forced them to take really bad shots.
Mary Sophia's looking for Amara in the post. Amara wants it. Mary Sophia takes it herself. Threw it up with the left hand. Poked away by Courtney. Mary Sophia gets it back. Gets over to the right side. Lays it up and in. Tremendous defensive play by Courtney Rabb, setting things up there. Courtney's working again for another steal. Doesn't get it. Gaber throws it into the corner. Now back to Willis. Willis is blocked by Payne. It's going to be Tiger ball. Yes, Amara's got it. Throws it forward to Sydney. Couldn't get the pass to her. Gaber intercepts. DCA coming back with speed. Gaber's fouled by Payne. She wasn't set. That's going to be Amara's third. So both of the Tigers post players with 3 fouls now with 4:41 remaining in the third. Precarious situation.
Yeah, that's big. Obviously, you don't want to have an all fouls as a team because then DCA will have some bonus points at the line. That'll be the bonus. But obviously, when you're lacking height and you lose your 2 best players to foul trouble, you're really not going to have any advantage whatsoever in the post.
The Wildcats are 0 for 3 from the foul line thus far in the second half. And Gaber ends that brief drought. The score is 27-18 in favor of USN. Brooks slowly brings it forward against Gaber. Now crosses the half-court stripe. Amara has it at the foul line. Turnaround 15-footer off to the left. Gaber gets the rebound. They try to trap her. They can't do it. They get it to Anderson. Anderson back to Gaber. It's deflected by Burgess. The Tigers steal it. Out to Sydney Neal. Sydney puts it on the floor. Kicks it out to Courtney. Tigers don't have anything, and they reset. Coach D calls for time.
Timeout call, USN.
We're nearly halfway through the third quarter. USN leads 27-18, and Coach Davis has called for a full timeout. During this timeout, we'd like to ask all of you who are following along with this broadcast via YouTube to scroll down a bit and take a look at the link you see in the video description. You have an opportunity to help support USN Broadcasting by clicking the link you see there and just leaving a little tip, making a donation for all that the people who work so hard for USN Broadcasting, the president Joe Oram, technical man Will Griffin, and others do to bring these broadcasts to you. Jackson, you and I have the fun part. We just get to talk about the game. But there's a lot of work that needs to get done behind the scenes, and we really could use all the support we could get in doing that. You'll see the link down in the video description on the YouTube page. The timeout comes to a close. Tigers break down the huddle. It'll be their ball as all 10 players resume their place on the floor. Sydney looks to throw it into Brooke. She does. Brooke over to Courtney. Sydney runs over to the baseline. She's not open. Courtney now hands off to Brooke. Brooke dribbles in, then back out. Gaber playing defense, looking to get a 5 count. Over to Mary Sophia outside the 3-point line. Now back to Brooke. Brooke looks for a high screen from Amara. She's got it. Now Amara gets it at the foul line. Amara attacks the basket, blocked by Hill. Hill outlets to Warden. Warden gets it over to Gaber. DCA sets up the half-court offense. Gaber calls out the play. Looking for Anderson, nothing there. Over to Fraser, Fraser to Hill. Over to Anderson, they try to get it down low to Gaber, they do. Sydney defends it well, but the layup is good. Very tough layup there from the right block. Gaber was able to convert. 27-20 USN. Now Sydney has it. She picks up the dribble. She's in a bit of trouble. Gets it over to Mary Sophia. She's fouled. Fouls on Warden. So the Tiger lead remains 7 at 27-20. We're at the 3-minute, 10-second mark remaining in the third quarter. Sheets will throw it in. Tigers get it into Burgess. Here comes Courtney. And Brooke is fouled, yes. That's the right call. Gaber with the foul.
That's called against DCA. Faith Gober charged with the foul. Her first personal foul. USN basketball.
Tigers will look to throw it in. It'll be Sheets, the inbounder. The official wants her a few more feet to her left. She obliges. Throws it into the backcourt to Brooke. Clock running with 3:05 left in the third. Brooke dribbles over toward the left sideline. Gets it down low to the post to Amara. Amara spins left. Layup is good. Very nice finish there with the left hand. That extends USN's lead to 29-20. Fraser gets it over to Gaber. Gaber dribbles back toward the half-court stripe. Looks to set things up. Gets it to Fraser, excuse me. Anderson looking to cut. Couldn't find her. Looked like she might have been free. Now back to Gaber over on the left side. Courtney playing good defense. Warden attacks the basket. Mary Sophia's in good shape, and it's a foul. Mary Sophia didn't like the call, and to be honest, I don't either. It looked like pretty clean defense. But it's her fourth foul. Neha heads to the scorer's table to check in. Over 10 minutes now remain in the game. That's a lot of time that the Tigers are going to have to negotiate without one of their premier players.
Yeah, you gotta be smart when you're under the basket, but I don't really think that she fouled the Wildcat player there. Again, questionable call, but it's something that you're sometimes going to get. And it's unfortunate because now Mary Sophia is going to have to ride the bench for a lot of the rest of this game, so she does not get foul out.
Mary Sophia, not just a great athlete, but a very intelligent one. And she certainly knew her standing with 3 fouls. She tried to go as straight up as she could, but it was a foul nonetheless. Brooks' three-pointer is off to the right. DCA gets the rebound and looks to run. Now they slow it down. Schrum over to Anderson. Anderson drops it to Hill. She thinks about a 3, passes on it. DCA resets. Anderson over to Schrum. Schrum down low to Hill in the post. Amara's there with 3 fouls of her own. Anderson tries a 3, well short. Excuse me, that was Fraser. Tigers have it. It's off somebody's foot out of bounds. It's off Jordan Sheets, I believe. So the Wildcats get it back. Well, look who's here. Olivia Dossett checks in the game. She wasn't even on the bench in the first half. She must just be coming in from someplace else. Good to have her. The Tigers could certainly use her here in the second half. DCA tries to get it down low. The pass came through the lane and back out to Warden. Over to Anderson. Anderson tries the 3 off to the left. No good. Sheets fighting for the rebound. She's got it. Dribbles out of a trap. Throws it out to Burgess. Burgess crosses through the defenders. Over to Dossett. Dossett to Payne. Payne has it on the baseline. Back to Brooke. Over to Sheets. Dossett on the baseline again. Opposite side. Now crosses over. Goes left. Loses the handle out of bounds. DCA has it back. 29-20 USN. 1:08 remaining in the third quarter.
Yeah, I'm not really sure where Olivia Dawson came from. That was curious, but she entered the game and immediately got into the lineup.
Almost like a superheroine entrance. You don't know where she's coming from, but before you know it, she's there, and she's doing heroic things to save the day. Fraser with the ball looking to attack against Sheets. Kicks it out. Anderson with the ball working against Burgess. Burgess has excellent defense. The Tigers switch off a dribble handoff. 40 seconds and running left in the third quarter. Gaber attacks Dabney, puts it up, no good, but we've got a foul. Who's it going to be on? Could be Amara. Let's see. It's on Dabney, thankfully for the Tigers. Only her first foul. Tigers' 4th of the half. Gaber's first free throw is well short, and the USN lead remains 9 at 29-20. Sydney Neal negotiates her way over to the scorer's table. The second free throw is no good, so she'll have to wait a little longer to check in. The Tigers don't box out Warden in the least. It's an uncontested layup. USN's lead is 7, 29-22. Here comes Brooke the other way, looking to cross over against Fraser. Fraser plays excellent defense. 20 seconds now remaining in the third. Brooks far from the basket, gets it to Dabney, up to Amara. Backdoor play to Dabney. Dabney tries to lay it up. She's fouled. Foul on Warden with 13 seconds remaining in the third. It's her third foul. Dabney will look to give USN an 8-point lead. She misses the front end of the shooting foul. She'll have another. Score remains 29-22 USN. Dabney's second free throw is short as well. The USN lead remains 7. DCA hustles it the other way. Here's Fraser. Gives it over to Smith. Smith to Anderson with 3 seconds. Sheets fell down. Anderson tries a three. It's short. The putback is good, but it's waved off. I think that was the right call. Seemed like it was after the buzzer. The score, USN 29, DCA 22. We've got a 1-minute break between now and the start of the fourth quarter. In that time, we at USN Broadcasting would like to thank one of our sponsors, Steve Gorman Sports on Fox Sports Radio. He's got the best, I was going to say one of the best, but really the best sports talk show on all the radio. You can check him out via the iHeartRadio app from 5 to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday. Give him a listen. You won't go back to any of the other sports talk shows that are out there. Steve Gorman Sports on Fox Sports Radio. Again, that's via the iHeartRadio app, 5 to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday. The first horn sounds as the intermission is down to 15 seconds. DCA has resumed its place on the floor. The Tigers have not yet, as Coach D delivers her final instructions. Now the Tigers hustle into position. Jackson, what are you looking to see here in the fourth quarter?
Close game. I'm looking to see hustling from the Tigers. You need to outcompete DCA right here if you want to win the game. It's a close game, and I'm thinking you need to limit your turnovers on offense, get good shots on the interior, and play good defense, and you're going to win this game. You've got to lead. You've got to hold on to it.
Amara deflects the inbounds pass. The Tigers have it. It's a 2-on-1. Brooke and Courtney leading the way. Brooke passes to Courtney Lake. Courtney lays it up and in. Great adjustment by Courtney Rabb there to improve her position. She converted the layup, and the Tiger lead is 9 once again at 31-22. Skip pass to Anderson. She steps back and shoots a three. No good. Courtney with the rebound. She hustles it forward. Warden can't poke it away. Courtney still has it. Gets it over to Brooke. Dawson now looking for Payne. The pass was a little bit wide, and Payne couldn't secure it. So it's a USN turnover. DCA gets it back, trailing by 9, 31-22. They throw it into Gaber. Gaber walks it forward. Calls out the offense. Dribble handoff to Fraser. Fraser over to Anderson. Bit of a cluster there. They get it back out. Courtney playing very aggressive defense and very good defense. But Gaber got a step on her. And she made a layup and was fouled. It's Courtney's first of the evening. She got caught a little bit out of position as she tried to go for a steal up near half court, and Gaber just cut right past her. Gaber couldn't convert the three-point play. USN's lead is 31-24. Mary Sophia brings it forward for the Tigers, playing with 4 fouls. Toss it down low to Payne. Payne's got it. And she traveled after receiving the entry pass.
So, Dr. Fitz, I've just received word from my insider sources that Olivia Dawson actually came over from scene night.
Oh, wonderful. Glad that she was able to make it. Truly a young woman of many talents, and we're very lucky at USN to see all of them on display. both on the stage in the theater and on the basketball court, and in many other areas as well. DCA is unable to score, and the Tigers regain possession with Courtney Rabb giving it over to Brooke. Brooke awaiting a bit of instruction from Coach Davis, doesn't get any, but is able to get rid of it. Mary Sophia standing up high with the ball. 5 count begins. She gets away from it. Now here comes Brooke. Brooke looking to set it up. Dossett has it. Puts it on the floor. Over to Amara. Amara drifts back out. Now Olivia attacks the baseline. Her shot is blocked. Ball's loose. Tied up. No, we've got a foul. A foul is called. It's going to be on Olivia.
Olivia Dossett charged with a foul.
She had a nice take there down the baseline, but the shot was blocked. And when the ball was loose, she was unable to tie it up and committed a foul. So USN's lead remains 31-24. We're down to 5.5 remaining in the third quarter. Gaber tries a three, halfway down, but back out. Tigers have it. Mary Sophia being closely defended by Warden. She got free. Amara has it at the baseline. Mary Sophia cutting the basket. Great pass from Amara, but the layup was too strong. Amara gets it back. Ball pass was deflected. Mary Sophia's got it. She's trying to get to the basket. She's fouled. Play became frantic there for a little bit, but the Tigers get the better of it. Mary Sophia was fouled on Warden. That is her fourth. And the Tigers will throw it in from under the offensive goal.
Substitutions being made for the Wildcats.
It'll be Brooke to throw it in. I think she is not quite yet in the position. Now she is. She has it. Gets it to Dossett. Down to Amara. Amara reverses it over to Brooke. Brooke attacks, and she's fouled.
Foul is called against DCA.
So both teams now with 6 fouls. Well, that is the 5th on Warden.
That's Percy Warden charged foul.
So DCA will have to make another substitution as well, I believe. No, they just changed the substitution that they were going to make. So the Tigers will throw it in. They try to get it to Courtney. They do. Down low to Amara. She's got it. Puts it up with the right hand and hit the underside of the backboard. No good. Brooke with the rebound, and she's fouled. The ball rolls to the other end of the court. Courtney hustles over to get it.
That's her 4th personal foul.
And it'll be a 1-on-1 situation with Brooke Burgess at the line for USN. Scoreboard shows 5 minutes exactly remaining in regulation time. USN with a 31-24 lead. It'll be Burgess to shoot for USN. All is worked out now with the scoreboard. Burgess with the ball at the foul line. Free throw too strong, no good. Olivia Dawson with a fine rebound. Gets to Mary Sophia, gets it back. Here comes Amara. She puts it on the floor once, and she's fouled. A very quick succession of fouls here for DCA, who were sitting on 14 fouls a short moment ago. They've committed 4 in the last 30 seconds or so. Now it's Amara who will try to extend the USN lead. She does not. It's a shooting foul, not a 1-on-1.
Correction. Amara Payne is shooting foul. She has 2 shots, shooting her second.
So Amara gets a second chance. Second free throw on the way, and it is no good as well. Ball's loose on the floor. Dossett fights for it. Can't quite get it. Good hustle, though. She's really fought hard, making the most of her minutes in this one. Hustling into the front court is Shrum of DCA. She gets it over to Fraser. Willis looking to post. Amara has her defended. Fraser gets to the baseline, then spins back out. Now heading over to her left. DCA calls for time. It's going to be a full timeout.
DCA.
The USN coaches were shouting in unison for a 3-second call. They did not get one. And it's a full timeout for DCA.
Yeah, you know, some calls not going USN's way tonight, but obviously you're going to have nights when that happens. They're still fortunate to be sitting on a 7-point lead with about 4:37 remaining here in the fourth. But again, they've given DCA probably too many looks, and they've also not limited their turnovers from the first half. They've gotten bailed out by a lot of DCA fouls. They've sent USN to the line, but if you're going forward again, turnovers matter. Every possession matters. 4 minutes, 40 seconds about left in this game, and you've got to go out there and play tough defense and take smart shots.
No doubt Coach D is relaying a similar message to her players as the timeout comes to a close. The Tigers hustle back. DCA ball, 4:37 remaining. USN remains in front, 31-24. Bit of trouble getting it into Gaber, but finally they do. Courtney playing tenacious defense as she always does. Gaber over to Anderson with Brooke on her. Anderson gets past her. Now down low to Willis. Willis puts it up. No good. Mary Sophia did well there to avoid the foul. Very fine defense. Over to Dawson. She's open on the wing. Now crosses over to the left. Attacks the basket. Layup. No good. Mary Sophia's got the rebound. She puts it up. No good as well. Willis has it. It's loose. Courtney gets it down low to Amara. She lays it up and in. Tremendous assist from Courtney Rabb right there. Quick ball handling. Found the open player and got the Tigers a layup. USN extends its lead to 9 points at 33-24 halfway through the fourth quarter. Willis with it at the high post. Fakes a dribble handoff. Now gives one to Fraser. Fraser kicks it out to Gaber. Gaber attacks to the right. Can't finish, and I believe it's going to be Amara's fourth.
Shooting fouls called against USN. Amara Payne is charged with foul.
So Gaber will go to the line.
That is her fourth personal foul.
She'll shoot 2.
Team 7. At the line is Faith Gilbert shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Gaber has had her struggles at the foul line tonight, but that one looked good.
And if you're USN, you're in a tough situation because you've got your 2 tallest players with 1 foul away each from being fouled out of the game when you're trying to limit easy points on the interior. So a tough balance here, one that I think the Tigers can attain, but it will be tough.
With only 3 minutes 45 remaining in the game, you sort of have to take a deep breath and hope for the best. That's just what the Tigers are doing, rolling the dice ever so slightly with both players in the front court having 4 fouls. Brooke with a nice take to the basket, couldn't convert the layup. Amara was fouled again, and that's going to be Hill's 5th. So 2 Wildcats have fouled out, and it's 2 of their bigger players. So if Payne and Reich can stay in the game, they should find their sledding down low a little bit easier than they may have earlier in the game.
Well, and we were just talking about USN losing some of their height, and then one of DCA's players, the tallest, number 50, Paige Hill, just fouls out right there. That's, again, big for DCA, because now you don't have as much of an interior presence.
Amara knocks down the front end of a 1-and-1. USN leads it 34-26. Second free throw is good as well. That makes it 35-26 in favor of the Tigers. Clock running with 3:23 left in regulation. Gaber brings it up against Sydney. Fraser launches a 3, no good. Burgess with a rebound. Tigers have numbers here. They get it forward to Sydney. She can't handle it. She's in trouble along the baseline. Gets it over to Brooke. Nicely done. Looking down low to Amara. Amara's got it. Spins left. 3-second call. That's a really tough call right there. 3-second violation. Tigers sink back into a man-to-man. They elect not to press. Gaber looking to attack as the Tigers reset their defense. She does, and she scores. Nice play there by Gaber, and DCA calls for time. Time is out on the floor, 30-second timeout. USN leads it 35-28 with 2 minutes and 52 seconds left. So there's still plenty of tension left in the gym. Only a 7-point game. All players on their feet for this timeout, and we can see an extra measure of intensity in Coach Davis's words to her team. First horn sounds, indicating only 10 seconds remain in the timeout. Tigers break it down. 1, 2, 3 Tigers. And they take their place on the floor. It'll be their ball after the DCA field goal. They have the ball in a 7-point lead, 35-28. Mary Sophia fires a long pass to Dawson. She's got it. Dawson going to the basket. Bounce pass to Amara. She lays it in. Great play there. Great pass into the front court to set the offense into motion. And Olivia with a tremendous attack of the basket to draw both defenders, and then a bounce pass to Amara for the layup. DCA comes back the other way. They can't get a layup. Gaber was free but couldn't finish. They try to get a steal in the backcourt. They do. Brooke threw it behind Mary Sophia. The pass fell out of bounds. Wildcats have it back. They trail 37-28 with 2:31 left in regulation time. Fraser looking to get it in. Burgess deflected it. Goes into the backcourt. Now Fraser has it back. Looking to work against Amar. Tries to cross her over. Kicks it out. Ball is mishandled a little bit. Given back to Fraser. She tries a three. Well short. Sydney Neal has the rebound. Gets it to Amara. Amara's looking for a guard. She's got Mary Sophia. Back to Amara. Amara puts it on the floor. Coach D calls for time with Amara in a bit of trouble. Coach Davis, with only full timeouts remaining, elects to use one. USN 37, DCA 28, 2:08 remaining in regulation time. Tigers are in the driver's seat, but they're not yet in the clear, Jackson.
No, they are not. It's a 9-point game, so obviously DCA is going to be looking at three-pointers here. There's no other way to get back at this game. But USN just can't sit back and relax. They have to continue to play tough defense on the perimeter and the interior, and most importantly, keep Amara and Mary Sophia from picking up their fifth. Because again, a couple baskets in a row on the interior without them protecting the rim could be devastating for the Tigers.
They'll have to play a very fine 2 minutes and 8 seconds to secure the victory here. Their lead is 9, 37-28. Coach D delivering her last instructions via the clipboard. The Tigers get a last drink. The final horn sounds. It's Reich, Dossett, Payne, Sydney Neal, and Brooke Burgess on the floor for USN as we prepare to come out of the timeout. It'll be Sydney to inbound for USN. And we've got an immediate foul away from the ball. Foul's on Gaber. And so Brooke will head to the line, and I believe that's the 10th team foul. It is indeed. So Brooke will shoot 2.
At the line shooting 2 for the Tigers is Brooke Burgess.
First free throw is good. The USN lead balloons to 10 points, 38-28. Can Brooke make it 11? She can. 39-28 USN. Tigers in a press. 2-2-1 look again. Nearly a walk there. They get it back to Gaber. Dawson's defending her all the way. She splits the defenders, gets to the basket, kicks it out along the sideline to Zapton. Zapton makes a baseline 2-pointer. USN's leads back down to 9. Long pass forward to Dawson. She's ahead of everybody. Now slows it down. Brings it back out. Gets it to Amara. Amara attacks the basket. Nice little dribble over to her left. Sydney Neal puts up a runner. Good! USN's lead is 11 again. The pace quickens a bit now. 41-30 Tigers. Anderson launches a 3. Well short. Is going to get out of bounds. No, Zapton saved it. Saved it to Anderson. Great hustle. Anderson gets it back. Now back to Gaber. 1:23 left in regulation. Out to Fraser. She tries a 3. It's short. Amara with the rebound. Tries to fire it forward. Can't do it. Pass is deflected, but Mary Sophia gets it. Now Sydney has it. She shoots an 18-footer. It's good. She could have put it on the floor and gone to the basket, but she shot the long jumper, knocked it down. USN's lead is 43-30 as the clock winds under 1 minute. Gaber goes left, and an offensive foul is called. I have no idea what happened.
Well, nonetheless, it looks like USN is going to come out with a win here. And I think it's well-deserved. They really hustled and pulled away in that fourth quarter by playing better defense. And, again, they didn't turn the ball over as much in that fourth quarter, which is why they pulled away.
The Tigers send 5 fresh players onto the floor. 55.1 remaining in regulation time, and the Tigers lead at 43-30. It'll be Dabney to throw it in. She gets it into Courtney. Courtney moving forward now with great speed. Spins back out. DCA appears to be trying to foul, and they do. Courtney Rabb will go to the line and shoot 2 for USN. 51.9 left in regulation. USN hanging on to a 13-point lead. Courtney's free throw rattles out.
On the previous play, offensive foul was called on number 0, Faith Goldberg, her third person.
Courtney will try a second free throw, and it is good. 44-30 USN. Clock now running with 50 seconds. Tigers continue the full court defense. Fraser has it. They may have her trapped. She gets it out. And Dabney commits a foul. That's going to send DCA to the line, and Coach Davis doesn't like that one. But she seems to know that the game is well in hand and takes it in good humor. Schrum shooting 1-1 for DCA. First free throw is too strong. Maggie Goodson has the rebound. She looks to outlet. She does to Dabney. Here comes Dabney into the front court. Gets it over to Courtney. Clock running with 33. Sheets on the corner. Down low to Goodson in the post. She dribbles left, puts it up left hand. Good! Maggie Goodson with a big smile on her face after that turnaround left-hander. Gave USN a 46-30 lead. Nice defense there from Sheets. Stymied the defender, nearly took it away, but the Wildcats got it back. Little scoop from Zapton is good. But we're down to the last 5 seconds. Can Goodson get it in? She can. Sheets has it. We're down to 2. And the clock runs out. And the game is over. The final score from Sperling. USN Tigers 46 and the Wildcats of DCA 32. Jackson, what are your takeaways from this game? Who stood out to you for USN?
You know, I really like the play of Sophia tonight. She was playing on 4 fouls and practically 3 fouls after that first quarter, I believe, and still played some fantastic defense, made some key shots, and was overall a difference maker in this game. They had some great other contributions too from Brooke Burgess, and again Sydney Neal hit some big shots down the stretch. So if you're the Tigers coming out of this game, I think you had a great performance against DCA, a solid win that you're hoping to replicate in the next couple of games.
We'll be back with the boys game in 15.
Ladies and gentlemen, to Spurley Gymnasium for tonight's basketball game featuring the Wildcats of Donaldson Christian Academy and your University School of Nashville Tigers. This game is being played according to the rules of the TSSAA. These rules provide for fair competition among players. Spectators can help promote good sportsmanship by observing the fair rules of play. Everyone is requested to take personal responsibility for keeping this game at a high level of sportsmanship. And now, let's meet tonight's starting five lineups. First up, for the visiting Wildcats. Number 1, Corey Palmer. Number 2, Zach Sanders. Number 4, Parker Howell. Number 20, Blake Johnson. Number 40, Ben Singer. And now the starting lineup for the USN Tigers. At guard, the junior, number 4, Connell Gorman. As senior, at guard, number 22, Drew Zibble. At guard, the senior, number 12, Quinn Willock. At 4, the sophomore, number 33, Graham Elliott. And the big man in the middle, the junior, number 13, George Corzine. The head coach for your USN Tigers is Mike Jones. Assistant coaches, Greg Anderson, Tyler Jones, and Bradley.
Hello and welcome to our USN broadcast, where tonight we have the USN Tigers against Donaldson Christian Academy. I'm joined by Dr. Fitz, and we're ready to get this game ready to go, all right? And right now we have, there's 8 minutes on the clock, and USN is just setting up. Referees blow, and they're ready to go. Now the toss-up, and DCA wins the toss-up. At the point guard position is Ben Singer. Now out again. Number 4, Parker Howell has the ball back to Singer. Now to Zach Sanders with a 3, and that rims out. Rebound by number 22. Now the pass to George Corzine. And he decides to drive. And he looks for Connell Gorman. Connell Gorman now to Quinn. Graham back to Connell Gorman, who then sets it up. Gorman back to Dibble. Dibble at the top of the key. Tries the 3. And that hits the right side of the rim. And that goes out of bounds. What do you see in the first minute of play, Dr. Fitz?
DCA is always a really well-coached and fundamentally sound team. They played excellent defense that possession. It's going to be tough for us all night to get good shots.
Singer now to Parker Howell. Now Howell to the big man Blake Johnson. Now Singer, he tries to drive. He jumps up for the 2 and defensive rebound. Now Dibble with the ball. And he looks for a pass. Gets it at Wheelock. Now Wheelock back to Drew Dibble. Dibble resets the offense, calls out a play, and looks for a pass as he picks up the ball. Now to Gorman. Inside. And with the dish, no good. Corzine tried to get that 2, but it doesn't work out for him. It hits the rim. And now Parker Howell. Pass to the corner to Ben Singer, the point guard. Now to Corey Palmer. This is his first time touching the ball tonight. And that gets blocked by Corzine. And Dibble steps out of bounds.
Great block there, actually. I believe it was by Quinn, but he got a little too excited on that pass.
Yeah, they were trying to throw it forward in the fast break, but led the target a little bit too much. Now Singer in the backcourt. Now there's the pass to Parker Howell. Howell to Blake Johnson. Johnson loses his dribble a little bit, but then goes up. Great power move, but that rims out as well. No points yet, 0-0 with 5:44 left in the first. Gorman tries the 2. He was relatively unguarded, and that almost went in, but rims out. And now Zach Sanders blazing down the court, now to Palmer. Palmer now to Parker. Parker Howell, that is. Offensive rebound. Corey Palmer, long 3, no good. Gorman gets the rebound and almost gets it knocked away by Blake Johnson, but now he takes it up. Corzine flashes the screen, eases back. Corzine ready.
This is the way USN attacks the man-to-man with a lot of high screens.
Now Dibble over to Wheelock. Wheelock tries a 3, and that's good. That's the first points of the quarter and of the game as well. Now Singer, he tries to respond. And there's a screen behind the back pass to Sanders. Sanders to Palmer. Now back to Howell. And Howell drives and dishes it in for 2. 3-2 USN.
Nice drive there. DCA always very good in the half-court offense, getting people running free from layups.
Gorman in the point guard position. He's been taking the inbounds, or receiving them, that is. Now to Dibble. Dibble tries to drive and passes it. Ends up with Corzine. He tries the 3, and that's no good as well. And so now Palmer has the ball, and he gets fouled as he goes up for the shot. It didn't go in, and that will be 2 shots.
Quinn tried to get his second block early in this game. Just a little bit out of position.
Dr. Fitz, what do you see that DCA, what kind of defense are they playing in?
Well, they're man-to-man the other way. They're trying to just win based on athleticism and not overthrow. And they've had better looks at the basket than we've had thus far. We haven't had anything in close. We've tried a lot of wins thus far.
Will Greenfield steps in, and so does William Christie Mizell. Connell Gorman is subbed out along with Wheelock. The second free throw is good after the first one rimmed out. Sorry, that did not either. That was good as well. And now they look for the pass. Will Greenfield has it. Now to Christie Mizell, the new substitute. On the left side of the court, Corzine gets in a trap and is able to make the dangerous pass. Now Will Greenfield, all alone, puts a pump fake on the big guy, and that barely makes it. It does.
Classic Will Greenfield pump fake. He went 2 up fakes in a row, in fact. Beautiful play.
Well, it works, doesn't it? Singer, inside pass to Johnson. And it's really fumbled around, but there's a defensive rebound. Dibble has the ball. Johnson was hanging around looking like he was going to steal it.
Johnson looks like he's a little bit stronger than Graham, but Graham's playing with excellent fundamentals.
And now on the break, Singer cannot put up the righty layup, and now there's a timeout called for Mike Jones. Now, why do you think Coach Jones called this timeout so early in the game?
Something there he didn't like. The Tigers gave the ball away. DCA had a great chance at a layup. They weren't able to convert it. So Coach Jones has a lot to say to him, no doubt. You see he's very intense over there in the huddle. But the Tigers are not off to a bad start. They lead 5-4.
And now the Tigers break after Channing win. And the Tigers will inbound. They had the ball last. Dibble to Graham Elliott, the sophomore. To Christie Mizell, the sophomore as well. Now to Dibble. And Corzine looks for Will Greenfield. He fakes the pass and then goes left. Pump fakes Johnson and puts up the 2. Another amazing pump fake. What do you think about that?
They've got to know what's coming, and yet there's nothing they can do about it. It's a seemingly unstoppable move.
Will Greenfield is looking awful sharp in just the first minute or two he's been out on the court. Now Palmer tries to drive, puts it to Howell. Howell with the three. That's no good. And now Zach Sanders with the offensive rebound. Now Howell with the ball again. And now Singer for DCA. He's on the right side. DCA is wearing black and USN is wearing the white. Palmer. Sanders. Sanders to Howell. They've had the ball for a long time. Palmer in the corner. Johnson tries to drive, but he ends up walking. He was a little bit clumsy with his footwork there, wasn't he?
USN basketball. Substitution made for the Tigers. Colonel Gorman entering the game for George Corzine.
And there was a substitution, and Gorman steps in for Corzine. Coach Jones, he has high expectations for Corzine, and so he pulled him out because he didn't see something that he liked from Corzine and wanted to give him a little talking to. And now Gorman, he looks for the pass, now to Mizell, back to Gorman. Dibble. Dibble gets a screen from Elliott and then pass over to Greenfield, who makes another subtle pump fake and is able to go left-handed. Good! Again, the second left-handed layup in a row around the big Johnson.
He has been fantastic. Every decision he's made has been the right one.
Now to Palmer. Palmer to Howell in the corner. Now Johnson. Power move, fade away, no good. Offensive rebound. That's no good as well. There's a foul. And I believe that will be on, is that on Drew Dibble? It'll be a throw-in. Singer. Now to Sanders. Sanders puts up the righty jump shot off the glass. Is good. 9-6. USN maintains the lead.
This is where DCA really excels, scheming people open on things like out-of-bounds plays and half-court sets.
Gorman looks for the pass. And now Dibble cannot quite get it, but he gets the rebound. Now to Mizell, streaking down the court. He's able to convert the layup. Now to Sanders. Now back to Ben Singer. Now to Blake Johnson. Usually plays down in the paint. He returns back down to the paint. Now Sanders with a three. No good. That was not anywhere near the rim. And as we hear from the one person in the that's chanting in the student section, airball.
Roles have kind of reversed here. The Tigers have gotten the better shots in the last few minutes.
Dibble calling out the offense again. He's quite a vocal player, as he should be in the critical offensive role he's playing in. And now Corzine. Corzine goes to Greenfield. Greenfield in the corner somehow maintains his balance. Long shot to Mizell, and that's no good. It was a low arcing shot. And now to Sanders. Sanders puts up the three, and that's no good from half court, just as the buzzer rang. So, Dr. Fitz, what do you like? What do you not from both teams?
I thought we played an outstanding first quarter, and we got better as the quarter went on. Will Greenfield did an amazing job attacking the basket. All his moves worked beautifully. Drew hit William Christie Mizell for a fantastic layup there to conclude our scoring in the quarter. And our defense has been great. DCA is looking to get the ball to Johnson down low. Graham Elliott has done a magnificent job defending him all the way.
USN cheerleaders are putting up a show for the stands, and we would like to take a moment of your time to thank our sponsors, Gertner & Company, excellence in property management since 1968. You see their signs all around town, and that's because they're the best. Thank you to Gertner & Company and the Gertner family for being proud supporters of our channel. And now the transition between the first and second quarter comes to an end. So out comes Christie Mizell, Corzine, Greenfield, and Elliott, along with Dibble. Now Dibble down on the left side passes to Mizell. And Mizell, not a great shot, but USN recovers. Elliott gets the ball knocked away. Not a very sloppy performance that is coming out. And there's some confusion there, but somehow Johnson comes up with it and puts down the shot. And the basket is good. It'll be an and one. And he will have a chance to build on those 2 points with this free throw.
Bad luck there. The loose ball just kind of rolled right to him. We had 3 Tigers right there. Couldn't pick it up.
Yeah, there was back-to-back loose balls on offense for the Tigers. They were kind of fumbling around with the ball, and then when DCA had the ball, they were pretty sloppy with it too. So Johnson converts his free throw, so that will be a three-pointer, if you will. Drew Dibble crosses half court. Greenfield loves to pump fake. Now to Drew Dibble, puts up the 2. Good. That was a long 2, but he felt it. He felt it, and he just took it. Now to Palmer. Palmer over to Oakley. And there was a offensive foul called. And it looks like Corzine just stood strong, and he was able to take that charge.
That was textbook right there, exactly what you would coach an offensive or defensive player to do in a situation where he could take a charge.
Exactly. He set his feet and just and played it off very well. So now Dibble passes to Greenfield. Now back to Dibble. And he tries the 3, pulls up, but that's no good. He gets his own rebound after he's knocked out of Corzine's hands, and he puts up the 2. That's back-to-back. Yeah, no, that's great, but it was back-to-back points for Drew Dibble, and he's looking great. Now Johnson, he gets the ball knocked out of him, and now Palmer will try the 3. No good either. That doesn't even hit the rim. And USN has the ball back. Dibble gets the screen, decides to pass to Mizell. Now to Greenfield with the 3, no good, that was too short. And now Quinn Wheelock with the ball, but he passes onto a DCA foot. That's kicked out of bounds, it looks like. No, it was off the foot of a Tiger, and DCA will recover.
Tigers have done a great job on the offensive glass, tipping rebounds to teammates. Hopefully they can keep that going.
Well said, and now Graham Elliott is waiting on the sidelines to be checked in, probably for Quinn Wheelock. And the ball is muffled around, and now Corzine takes the and one. Basket good. He's looking like a really good right now. That was a strong performance by him, and now he will go for the free throw.
That's his first personal foul. Team 7. After my shooting guard for the Tigers is number 13, George Corzine.
Griffin, Will has a little tape on his right hand. You know anything about that?
Not sure. It's possible that he got injured in the previous game. I haven't heard much about that. So now Singer with the ball. He drives right, runs into Corzine. He's almost able to knock it away. Now Palmer. 3 is no good, hits the back of the rim. Singer fights for it, and there's a foul.
Foul is called against USN.
And that was against Graham Elliott. He was being a little bit too rough.
Personal foul. Foul is called on the floor. It'll be DCA basketball out of bounds.
So now Palmer. Over to Sanders. Singer to Palmer again. And he's getting pressured by Mizell. He gets a screen, tries to split the defenders, but Corzine comes up with it. And he looks like he wants to go for a dunk, but ends up settling with the rebound, with the layup. That was a bit of an awkward play, wasn't it?
He tripped over his own left foot with his right foot. That prevented him from trying the dunk.
Yeah, that's what it was. But no, they still got the 2 points, even though it didn't look as cool as it should. maybe he should practice dunk a little bit more so he's more confident.
Pretty remarkable that we've opened up an 11-point lead here. We lost pretty comfortably to DCA when we played them at their gym, but we're playing an excellent basketball game tonight, in my opinion.
Yeah, we're looking sharper, and again, there's of course going to be mistakes made. There was a little bit of sloppy play a couple of minutes ago at the start of the second quarter, but overall we've been looking great, and Will Greenfield especially has been psyching out Blake Johnson, who's playing in the paint, and he's been making a lot of plays. Now Singer, as we come out of this timeout, has the ball pass over to Blake Johnson. And now to Palmer, and Quinn Wheelock intercepts the ball back to Drew Dibble. Dibble, no look pass to Wheelock, and it looks like there's a foul. There's a foul on DCA, and he will get 3 shots. Did you see that foul?
It's just a late bit of body contact there well after the ball was released. Good sign for us. I feel like, I don't have official numbers on it, but in games where Quinn scores 8 or more points, we're a heavy favorite to win, and he's got 4 with that first free throw.
That's a good thing to hear. He's a good senior. The first free throw was good, and the second as well. Now Greenfield steps on. The third free throw is good as well. He was perfect. Singer to Sanders. Sanders pushes hard, decides to back out and give it back to the point guard, Singer. Singer now to Blake Johnson. Johnson, Singer. Singer runs into a trap, gets out of it, now to Sanders. And they keep passing around. USN has been pressuring them on defense a lot, and it caused their point guard, or their shooting guard rather, to travel. And so now USN will get the ball back. That was some intense defense, wasn't it?
The whole Tiger bench rose to their feet after the travel. They saw the great effort, and they loved the result.
The bench is really into this game right now, and USN is playing a defense that, with some spark that I haven't seen before. They're trapping players more effectively, and they're making the offense panic a little bit. Now Greenfield at the top of the key to Mizell. And now Corzine fakes out the center, but he's not able to convert. Again, with a pump fake, he gets called for the travel. He made the layup, but it's no good.
DCA basketball. Entering the game for Allison Christian Academy is Corey Palmer.
There's the inbound again. USN is playing some sort of a press. And now Mizell is defending. Singer over to Palmer. Back to Singer. Sanders now to Corey Palmer. He drives, he gets fouled, and the ball is no good. The basket is Drew Dibble picked up his second, and now Palmer will have 2 chances.
At the line for the Wildcats is Corey Palmer shooting 2.
So Connell Gorman steps onto the court to replace Drew Dibble after the first converted free throw by Corey Palmer. He was fouled by Drew Dibble. Now it is 23-10. Tigers have a comfortable lead right now in the second. The second free throw rims out, and Gorman back in the point guard position as Drew Dibble is off the court. Gorman puts a move on Singer. Pass over to Christy Mizell. Mizell to Greenfield. That pass gets intercepted by Blake Johnson. And now Sanders is pushing. Palmer. And now to Howell. And there's a defensive rebound, but Johnson comes up with it and might have called the timeout just in time.
Timeout called, DCA.
And so DCA will have possession when we come back from this timeout.
That was a great box out there by Will Greenfield, but the ball came loose on the rebound, and Johnson was able to get it. But Will did an excellent job trying to prevent the offensive rebound. Just another tough bounce of the ball there.
That is true, but Blake Johnson, he's a big and strong guy, and kind of overpowered Will Greenfield, or at least right place, right time, was able to smother the ball and retain possession. Now USN breaks out of their huddle during the DCA timeout. Singer will have a chance to inbound. And he goes to Johnson, and Johnson gets fouled yet again. Believe that will be on Wheelock.
Foul is called against
Indeed it is.
Quinn Wheelock is charged with a foul. That is his second personal foul at the line, shooting for the Wildcats.
That's what DCA does so well, freeing players up on the out-of-bounds plays once again.
USN now has 6 fouls. Johnson made his first free throw, and he goes for his second. Second one is no good. Wheelock now to Gorman. Gorman has the ball again, and he's looking for an inside pass. He rolls back to Quinn Wheelock. Wheelock, and he drives now to Corzine. Corzine, he will drive and put up the floater. It looks like that's no good, but offensive rebound also rims out. Corzine, poorly timed pump fake, no good. Again, another offensive rebound out to the 3. Connell, no good. And now DCA has the ball, and Singer puts a move on Gorman. It looks like he was pushed, and Singer then puts up the 2. That was an odd formation, a series of awkward events for USN. They had so many opportunities.
Play got a little bit hectic there. We had a lot of good looks, but it's going to be interesting to see what the Tigers try to do to score on offense with Dibble out of the game.
Wheelock puts up the 3. No good either, but Christy Mizell fights for the rebound, but gets called for the travel, unfortunately.
Travel violation called from USN, DCA basketball. Substitution being made for the Tigers. Entering the game is number 34, Jack Kleiner.
So now Singer. He will dribble.
Also entering the game,
And he passes to Sanders. Sanders now to Palmer with the 3, and that's no good. Wheelock with yet another rebound. He's been getting a lot of rebounds recently. Now Wheelock looks like he's looking for the pass, ends up passing to the point guard Gorman. Gorman now to Jack Kleiner, the sophomore who just stepped in. And he's now a great pass to Christy Mizell, sophomore to sophomore, and he's able to put up the lefty reverse layup. And now to Johnson. Johnson fade away. That's good as well. That was a great play by DCA. And now Wheelock. Oh, poor pass. Didn't lead the target. But Corzine, he makes up for it as he gets the block. And now Mizell over to Gorman. And Gorman surveys the defense. 45 seconds left. Gorman, Wheelock. Corzine looks for the drive, steps back to Wheelock. And that pass was intended for Gorman, but now Christy Mizell has it in the corner. No good. Jack Kleiner gets the rebound and gets fouled.
Nice hustle play there by Jack. If he had been able to get it up before coming down with the basketball, I think he would have been able to score uncontested.
Corzine will have 2 opportunities to put up another 2 points to build on this 25-15 Tigers lead. As there's 24 seconds left in the half, there are 2 substitutions, and Jackson Sherling, who has been on the court once tonight, he will step in again. You know, whenever Jack Kleiner steps on the court, it seems like all of a sudden the game gets a little bit more physical. He's a physical player and is meant to scare and intimidate the other team a little bit. And now Howell. Howell, and he just keeps holding the ball. Not sure why. Now Singer. Singer will hold on to the ball until the whistle sounds. No, he drives and puts up the great-looking layup. And the half comes to a close as Corzine holds onto the ball and looks for the pass. So, thank you so much for staying with us. Dr. Fitz, what did you see from that half? What are the main takeaways, and what can we do for USN to win this basketball game?
We played an excellent half of basketball. We had an 11-point lead. Dibble got a second foul, went out of the game. DCA got back into the game a little bit. We had trouble scoring with him out of the game. Drew's got to stay out of foul trouble. If he does that, we're working really hard on the defensive end, doing an excellent job. Offensive execution has been great as well. We're getting great shots. And if we just keep that going, Drew can stay in the game, play 16 minutes in the second half. We should go home with a win in this one. We're going to take a 9-minute break for halftime. We'll be back with the second half in a few minutes.
Thank you so much for staying with us. We are back for our second half of action. USN is leading 26-17 in this basketball game. So now for USN, we have Drew Dibble, Connell Gorman, George Corzine, Quinn Wheelock, and Graham Elliott on the court. And now the referee touches the ball, and we're ready to get this underway. Ben Singer with the ball. Now to Blake Johnson. Blake Johnson to Sanders with the three. That's no good. Quinn Wheelock with the ball over now to Drew Dibble. Drew Dibble is worked on by Singer. And now Corzine. He will drive left side, fadeaway shot of some kind. That's no good. Elliott with the rebound and tries to put it up again, but gets fouled by Johnson.
Foul is called against DCA. Blake Johnson.
That's tough physical work down there, but Graham did an excellent job fighting for that rebound.
USN shooting 2 shots is Graham Elliott.
Elliott puts up his first free throw of 2, and that's good. The second one is good as well. So now Sanders for DCA will take the inbound. And Singer's now with the ball. As he crosses half court, Drew Dibble is contesting him. And now to Sanders. Sanders to Howell. Howell back to Palmer. Palmer with the long 2, and that's good. Shot right at the elbow. Gorman to Quinn Wheelock. He goes on the right side. And now back to Gorman. Corzine to Wheelock. To Elliott. Elliott on the right side. He puts up a power move, and that's good. Right-handed off the glass in the corner over the big man Blake Johnson. So now in the left corner, there's Howell, who decides to drive and passes it back out to Sanders. Palmer around the arc, back to Singers with the 3, and that is good. He drained it from that distance.
Nice shot there. That's how DCA is going to get back into this game with 3s. We've defended pretty well from there all night. Loved what I saw from Graham last possession. He's really smoothed his game out in the low post. Looks excellent.
And now Corzine has the ball in the paint, and it's a little bit low, and that will rim out. And now Sanders with the ball to Palmer. Singer will dribble around. They keep passing around the arc. USN is not letting up. Palmer finally getting an inside pass to Johnson. Then a long 2 by Singer, and he makes that as well. 2 for 2 in the second half. Gorman in the point guard position. He rolls right side, picks up a screen, looks for a pass, and there's a foul called, and that it will be on DCA with a shoving foul. Blake Johnson for DCA picks up his second. And now Drew Dibble will inbound. Christy Mizell gets the inbound. He's a new substitute. Elliott now to Dibble. Dibble with the 2. No good. Almost went in. And I'm not sure what foul that was. Can you elaborate, Dr. Fitz?
Well, Graham Elliott wasn't terribly close to the play, but they called a foul on him for reasons that I can't understand myself. Seems like we've got a technical foul. I didn't see what happened there either.
It'll be DCA basketball. Unauthorized
So
substitution.
now the
technical foul call on
Lonely
number 2,
Palmer
Will Greenfield.
will take his first technical free throw, as that one is too far. Hits the edge of the rim. That was a confusing string of plays, and we'll have to go back and see what happened there.
Will Greenfield got a technical foul. He wasn't even on the floor. I think they may have made an error in the substitution or something like that for him to get a technical in that situation.
So DCA has the ball. That's the point of a technical. And Sanders now to Powell. He will go on the right side. And there's a offensive foul. And Corzine stands tall and takes another charge. And he's been looking great on defense. He's been drawing these fouls and getting the ball back.
He is the master at that. He's definitely got the team lead in charges taken this year by a wide margin. Done a wonderful job.
Mizell to Dibble. DCA is pressing hard. They almost steal it. Dibble on the left side loses the ball. Might have gone off his foot. But now Greenfield over to Quinn Wheelock, and he pumps, but now to Will Greenfield. They keep passing around behind the arc, not able to get penetration inside. Looked like there were some players that might have had open threes, and now Corzine loses the ball, and DCA recovers. Corzine is a great player, but sometimes he has troubles with retaining the ball, and now Powell with the three. That is way short, or way to the right, that is. Drew Dibble on the left side. Picks up a foul from Corzine. Corzine being a real team player right now. Dibble over to Mizell. Can't quite get the three down. And now there's a whistle called again. And I'm again not sure what that is. It might have been a travel on Will Greenfield. He might have gotten a little bit carried away with his artistic pump faking.
Well, that was the call. Might have dragged a pivot foot, but I didn't see too much there myself.
Yeah, and again, he does sometimes get a little bit carried away. I'm not sure he did need to pump fake there. It's a little bit muscle memory now. Singer rolling on the right side. And now Howell to Johnson. He gets fouled and one. Strong play by Blake Johnson.
Graham Elliott has done an absolutely outstanding job against Johnson all night, but he's on the bench right now. That put Greenfield on him, and Johnson quickly took advantage.
Correction, Will Greenfield's second personal foul.
Drew Dibble to Wheelock. Wheelock loses the ball, and DCA recovers on the fast break. Right-handed layup is not good. They hit the glass too hard. And again, they get the rebound, but then USN recovers after another missed layup. Drew Dibble puts a great move on Singer. Another great move on this Singer, showing some great dribbling skills. And there's a foul. And Corzine will get 2 shots, I believe.
Foul is called against DCA.
And that was some excellent dribbling by Dibble, as the crowd and the bench reacts to his skills. Now Mizell with a quick left-handed layup right off the inbound. Sanders to Singer. And now USN intercepts the ball. They were trying to go maybe across the entire court. Mizell, open lane, and it might be, yes, he gets the foul. That will be an and one. The defender didn't set his feet, and he's able to convert that. And so now he'll have a free throw.
Quarter wasn't looking too good for a little while there, but it's 4 unanswered for the Tigers. They've really answered nicely.
Foul is called on the USN Tigers. Will Greenfield is charged with the foul. That's his 3rd personal foul.
So Will Greenfield is called for his 3rd personal foul. Thanks to the announcer at this game, he's been keeping me on track. Johnson, and he bounces back down into the paint. And now Howell with a three. That's no good. DCA is not able to make any of their threes. They've only made 1 out of 6 or 7. Dibble. Greenfield. He fakes the drive and then to Wheelock. Wheelock with the three, and that's not quite good. Oh, and then there's a strong fight from Blake Johnson and William Christy Mizell. Christy Mizell slams on the ground and comes up shaky and limping a little bit on his right foot. Now he will return to the bench. He will talk a little bit to Coach Mike Jones and see if he's okay. Our trainer Kalen will come and check on him and see if his right leg is okay. So now Wheelock with the three, gets another opportunity, cannot do it again. Will with offensive rebound. He gets the left-handed reverse layup over Johnson. He's having an excellent game. And now Sanders, he gets the three. Finally, DCA gets a long shot in this quarter. Greenfield, now to Dibble. He crosses half court. He's looking for a drive. And then a long pass to Gorman. Gorman with a three, and that's not quite good. Will with another offensive rebound. Gorman will have another chance. And he gets it! Connell Gorman. A great play from a great player. And thank you to his family watching all across the United States and the Eastern Seaboard, especially Uncle Jim. And now there's another foul on the court. And that will be against USN. Well, Greenfield picks up his 4th. And now Will gets subbed out for Jack Kleiner. This is his 2nd appearance. Connell Gorman, he's asserting himself as a leader. He's seeing something. And now Palmer over to Colton Oakley. And Oakley again. And now to Palmer. Palmer loses the ball but is able to recover. Now Singer. Oakley, and he's called for the walk. Everybody in the arena knew it. Student section called him out, and the referee blew his whistle. So now Drew Dibble. A long pass. Connell Gorman, he gets the ball. He's being told to stay low by the coaching staff, and now he will roll left, dump out to Drew Dibble. Dibble. He fakes the shot, then goes in. Nifty move, and he's able to convert. Great play.
DCA had cut it to 3 there briefly, but the Tigers have answered beautifully back to an 11-point lead now.
Sanders for DCA, his three-pointer was short. Connell Gorman all alone. There's a little bit of confusion, and he finally gets it to Drew Dibble. Dibble. Rolling left. 9 seconds left, 41-30 USN. And he will take a great behind the back dribble, but that's no good. 1 second left. They'll hurl it into the glass, and that's no good. That's the end of the third. USN leading by 11 to DCA.
That was a good.
Apologize for our difficulties, but we are now back. Hope you're still with us. We have resumed the stream. There was a little bit of an electrical surge here, but we are back underway as Singer has the ball. Now Sanders, Howell makes the three. And now Jack Kleiner, he looks for the pass, almost gets it batted away, but Connell Gorman's able to recover. Drew Dibble, now to Corzine. Corzine down the left side. Jack Kleiner looked like he was open. He flashed his hands for a minute. showing his availability. And now, Drew Dibble back near half court, between the legs, left side drive, no pass to Wheelock. Corzine floats it, no good, just short. He gets the rebound after bobbles, and now he puts it up again, and yet is still not able to convert. They fought for it, but weren't able to do it. DCA on the fast break. Singer to Sanders. Sanders, Howell. And there's a foul called on Wheelock. Wheelock, there's a little bit of movement, and Wheelock, of course, didn't set his feet. It will be an inbound, actually.
That's his third personal foul.
Coach Mike Jones asked for the timeout.
Timeout, USN. Substitution also made for the Tigers.
Good to see Graham check back in. He's had an excellent game. George has really struggled to score tonight, but he's playing good basketball. Drew doesn't have his usual high volume of points. Graham's played an excellent game on both ends of the floor. Will Greenfield as well has done an excellent job. Unfortunately, he's been battling foul trouble, now up to 4 personal fouls. But the Tigers have had a very balanced game, and they, as they typically do, have balanced and varied scoring from a lot of different sources. That's been the key tonight, as 2 of their marquee players have gotten fewer points than they're accustomed to getting.
The gym falls silent during the timeout, but the buzzer sounds to resume play. As we saw during the timeout, Mike Jones was writing extremely quickly on his whiteboard a play that he wants USN to run at some point in this game. They do have a lead, though, a comfortable lead, that is. And now Singer has not had a break all night. He's been on the court. And now Sanders tries the 3. That's no good. Offensive rebound, and that's good for sure.
I don't know what happened to George there. He kind of fell asleep on that rebound. He neither boxed out nor went for the rebound himself.
Gorman rolls left. Might have called out a play for a second. Now back to Gorman. He fakes the pass, ends up passing, yes. Now Dibble rolling on the right side makes the defender trip a little bit. And now to Corzine to Connell Gorman. Looks like he was open for a sec. He's asking for the ball. And now Wheelock. They keep swinging around. They're not able to get penetration. And then Gorman is able to get the inside pass. That's no good by Graham Elliott. He needs to get those.
Graham was calling for the ball for a good 15 seconds. Fisher was guarding him, or excuse me, Singer. And Graham has 6 inches at least on him.
Drew Dibble, an excellent rebound. He really wants to win this game as he pushes. Gorman, fake shot, now pass. Oh, and that's just knocked away. That was very unfortunate. Graham Elliott maybe didn't quite meet the pass. Not sure, but great vision by Gorman. And now, Ben Singer with the ball again. He has to be tired. Blake Johnson now to Zach Sanders. Howell with the 3. He's been trying a lot lately. That also rims out. Corzine, offensive rebound to Dibble. And he takes a breath of relief and ready for his last, as he hopes to catch his second win in the dying minutes of this 4th quarter. And he puts up a 2. No good. Offensive rebound. A 3. No good either. And DCA recovers. It looks like the ball was going to dribble out of bounds, but DCA gets it anyway. And Singer puts a nifty move on Gorman. Sanders, Howell, Singer. Sanders to Howell. And USN is playing great defense, not allowing a lot of penetration. There's a 3, and that is good by Will Parker. I believe that is his first appearance on the court tonight.
Basket is good on the play. After the shot, a foul is called.
After the shot, there is a foul
Blake Johnson charging a foul
on Blake Johnson, the center.
USN basketball to inbound.
Somebody's got to step up for USN and score. They've had some good looks at the basket, but haven't been able to convert. Somebody's got to be the person who's going to stop this DCA run.
Corzine looks for a guard. He gets it. 41-38. The USN lead has been dwindling recently. And now Quinn Wheelock with the three. That doesn't quite go. And now Johnson with the rebound as Sanders dribbles up the court to Singer. Pass to Singer. Singer centers himself again. Over to number 12. Will Parker now pass to Howell. Johnson. Sanders, he picks up a foul. And USN, I believe that was on Elliott. He's not able to properly block that.
Probably a good foul there. Saved a layup.
That was on Wheelock. Will Greenfield kneeling by the sidelines. He's ready to check in. The first of two free throws is not good. This is Zach Sanders. Coach Anderson telling his players to box out. And then good rebound by Elliott. And then Drew Dibble has the ball. As he crosses half court, Parker Howell is playing defense. And a great screen by Corzine. He's being tough. And now Dibble to Corzine. Corzine backs up through the legs. Resets with Wheelock. And then a long two, that's no good. Gorman fights for the rebound, and that pays off. Corzine ends up with it. And now to Dibble. Long three, good! Right in front of the student section.
That's just the run stopper we need. Doubled our lead right there to 6.
Just a couple weeks ago, Drew Dibble got his 1,000th career high school point. Singer. There's 2 minutes left. DCA is down 44-38. With a three, Singer, no good. Defensive rebound, Corzine. Corzine to Dibble. Dibble, he takes his time. He puts a little bit of a move on Howell. Gets to his right. Rolling, pushes, righty layup, good!
He gave a little fist pump there. We saw it. He's got a little smile on his face too. 5 unanswered for Drew. Chance to make it 6.
Dibble is building up his confidence. Palmer checks in. Corey Palmer has seen a lot of action tonight as well. He checks in for Will Parker. And now Dibble will take his only free throw. And that's no good, but he gets his own rebound. Not good boxing out by DCA. But good defense. He almost ran into trouble, was able to get out of it. Graham Elliott. And now to Corzine. He dribbles around, pass to Gorman. He's able to handle it. Elliott, right-handed layup, good!
He is automatic from right there. He's been outstanding from that right block all season.
USN rebuilding their lead. Palmer, three, that's good. That was a little bit of a take back for that Elliott layup.
Never easy, Griffin. We're going to have some work to do to run out this last 151.
Still plenty of basketball left. It's a 7-point differential right here.
While we have this break, we'd like to let people at home scroll down just a little bit on the YouTube page. If you like what you're hearing, we'd love to have your support. You can support us by clicking the link in the video description and leave us a little tip or a little donation so that we can continue to bring these broadcasts to you. We really appreciate the support of everyone who's helped USN Broadcasting so far.
Yes, and with your support, we'll be able to continue coverage of spring sports. That'll be baseball and lacrosse, if we're able to get it, boys and girls lacrosse. And maybe some softball, too. Now the timeout comes to a close. Dibble, Corzine, Wheelock, Elliott, and Gorman. They will be the lineup here as the inbound happens. Dibble sliding down the baseline. He gets the ball back. He looks. Crossover. Backs up. Rolling to the right. Gorman, 3, good! Stands tall. He's backpedaling and playing defense on Singer. Singer with a drive, no good, not even close. Johnson's not able to get the rebound that goes through his legs, his hands rather. And now Gorman gets the ball back again, looks for the pass, Corzine, Elliott to Dibble. 10-point difference. USN with the lead, 1:10 left. And he fights for it, Drew Dibble does. And there is a foul called. Not a jump ball. Dibble will have 2. William Christie Mizell, we saw him check out of the game earlier this quarter, or maybe last quarter, with an apparent leg injury, right leg injury. And he's sitting at the other side of the bench. Looks like he will probably not return. Dibble, he gets his second. DCA looking to claw back. Palmer, with the 3, no good. Gorman fights for it, and there's a foul called.
Foul is called against DCA.
Nice last minute of basketball for Connell Gorman right there. DCA elected to let him shoot, thinking that he was not a primary scoring option for USN. Connell made him pay, and he did a great job there avoiding the tie-up, forcing a foul call. Great work.
Gorman just scored a 3-pointer about a minute ago. He's not able to get his 1-and-1. And then he hits the ball out of bounds. It'll be DCA ball on the sideline. Howell now to Sanders. Palmer, great move. And he sinks it. Excellent play by DCA. They are still down by a lot with only 40 seconds left, down by 10. USN is riding high. Corzine, there's 3 defenders in between him. Now Dibble, he's holding on to the ball. And now the fans are clapping. Even the players are clapping. Wheelock, they're gonna pass around a little bit. USN is known to hold on to the ball in the dying minutes of a half or a game. More so than any other team. Dibble. They will let this wind to a close. Passes to Gorman, and he will hold on to it. And that'll be the end of the game. 43-53. University School of Nashville. Excellent game all the way through. Thank you so much for joining us. What did you see, Dr. Fitz? What are you happy about, and what do you think USN could work on?
Well, this is an excellent win against a very tough opponent. DCA is always a well-coached team, always tough to beat. They know how to get people open. They work hard on defense night in and night out. A lot of people played outstanding basketball tonight. Connell Gorman clutch at the end. Drew stopped a run late in the game, although he was having a tough night early on. Graham Elliott played outstanding on both ends of the floor. He would be my man of the match, I might say, or MVP of the night. Great win. We keep playing like that, we'll get some more wins.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Griffin Harrington. This is Dr. Fitzpatrick, and we'll see you again. Until next time, thank you so much.